Hi folks, in this video I want to talk about the next Sony announcement and also a tiny bit about the Sony announcement coming after that Sony announcement, which is very exciting, and also about other E-mount lenses from Viltrox, Tamron and so forth that might be announced very soon before the CP Plus show. But before we talk about all that stuff, a quick reminder to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button to not miss any of the upcoming rumors. So the first info I will share today is an exclusive info that you will hear first, and is that Sony will have a press announcement event on February 26th. There is nothing official yet from Sony. This is something I can tell you through my sources. I'm 100% certain that on February 26th around 3 PM London time, Sony will announce new products. It's rumored that we will get 2 new lenses. You already know about those lenses probably because first of all I already leaked an image of the first lens, which will be the 400-800mm 6.3 8.0 G lens, and we will also get the 60mm 1.8 G lens. About that lens I have no image yet. I hope to get more details in the next day, so if you happen to find some info or you hear from somebody what the specs could be about those 2 new lenses, you can always contact me here using the email address or the contact form. The contact form is anonymous. Try to use a nickname so that I can recognize you if you keep sending me messages. This is all that we probably will get from Sony. I didn't get any hints about an additional announcement, but what I'm really getting from trusted sources, so this is not a wild rumor, is info about announcement coming after the CP Plus announcement. So it looks like Sony will have a major announcement relatively shortly after the CP Plus, where they will announce possibly even 2 new products. One should be the Sony A7V. I didn't get the final confirmation, but trusted sources already started to talk about this camera, and when they do that, it means that it's coming really within a short amount of time, so you don't have to wait a long time before the Sony A7V will be announced. Keep in mind that Sony did officially register a new camera code in early December. Usually it takes up to 3, max 4 months before this camera then gets officially announced, which means at latest, usually in early April, we should get at least 1 new camera. That was the historic pattern when Sony did register cameras in China. And I think this is going to be the Sony A7V based on the feedback I'm getting from the sources, but I hope to get a final announcement date soon. Could be, for example, late March. And then we should get probably this camera, and also in the last week I got some info about a new lens, so could be camera plus lens that could be announced in late March or early April. Still to be confirmed, but I'm sharing you this in this video in the hope that sources will, while watching this, or new sources, potentially new sources while watching this, will send me some additional info to confirm that there is indeed a second announcement coming 1-2 months after the CP Plus show, and that we'll get the Sony A7V and possibly also this new lens. One of the sources that is new also gave me the specs of the lens, but I am waiting for confirmation from other sources because it's a new source and because actually specs would be stunning. So I'm crossing my fingers this is going to be true, but I don't want to share them now. I'll keep the info and I will double check it with the other rumors I will receive in the next days, and probably even after this video. Usually some sources then send me some info. So again, contact me here and hopefully we can nail down what exactly will be announced at the CP Plus show. Probably the 2 lenses, but it would be nice to get some additional info like specs and pricing. And when the next announcement happen, probably March, April, we will get the Sony A7V and maybe even this stunning new lens. So that was regarding Sony, but we will get a ton of other E-mount lenses from third-party manufacturers. Viltrox is rumored to show 3 new E-mount lenses at the CP Plus show. One is the 35mm 1.2 lap autofocus lens, and we already have an image of this lens. You can see it here. We will also get the 85mm 1.4 Pro and the 50mm 2.0 Air. It's said that those lenses will be displayed at the CP Plus show, but this will not be a final announcement, which means probably there will be no pre-order option right away. It's rumored that from April you will be able to pre-order those new E-mount lenses. So Viltrox will announce those 3 E-mount lenses. Also, of course, Sigma is rumored to announce 1 or 2 E-mount lenses. I still don't have specs about those. And after that, we don't know exactly what else is coming. Probably some other Chinese manufacturer will announce E-mount lenses at the CP Plus show, which kicks off on February 27. I didn't hear anything about Tamron, but the interesting thing is that Tamron did recently patent a new lens that is actually stunning. It's a 200-800mm 6.3 full-frame autofocus E-mount lens. So this is a patent, there is no guarantee they will really do it, but this would be a stunning lens. In my opinion, they should really do it. It's a lens that would be very close to the very popular Canon 200-800mm 6.3 9.0 lens. Compared with the Canon, this would be a constant aperture lens, so quite stunning, but it would also be 10 centimeters longer than the Canon according to the patent description. So it's going to be a big lens, but I want Tamron to do it. It's a patent. I know you cannot really have a guarantee that they really are going to do it, but I think this is really one of the lenses missing in the E-mount lens lineup. 2 minor patent news regarding Canon and Nikon that I found really interesting, so you can chat about it after watching this video. Canon did patent 2 new lenses, the 28-105mm 4.0 and the 24-35mm 2.0 zooms. But what's really interesting about those patents is that those lenses use plastic and not real glass. So those are plastic lenses, probably to keep the weight, size, cost down. I don't know what kind of quality you can expect from plastic lenses, but it's the first time that I really hear about it. So let me know in the comment system if you are an expert in optical design, what those plastic lenses are. I didn't Google it yet, but you let me know in the comment system what you think about this. And then there's another patent that actually I found super interesting, and it's coming from Nikon. It's the 85-135mm 1.8 2.8 full frame zoom lens. And in the description of the patent, Nikon writes that they wanted to create the ultimate portrait zoom lens, and 28-135 is really ideal for portrait shooters. That is still compact and not too crazy big. Indeed, this 85, 135, 1.8, 2.8 would be as long as the famous size planar 135 1.8 lens. Of course, I don't expect from a zoom to have the same planar quality, but this would be quite an amazing lens. But those are patent talks and you never know what's coming for real. But it shows that engineers are thinking about those kind of lenses, and in general I have the feeling that next years we will see a ton of different kind of focal length lenses, no more standard 70, 200, 2.8 lenses, but something that could be different, faster, more compact, with a more unusual focal length. And I think all manufacturers will go into that direction. And now to jump back to the rumor I shared before that the Sony A7V and maybe a new lens would be announced 1-2 months after the CP Plus show. If the lens specs I got will be confirmed, then this is a kind of lens that nobody has ever done before. So I think this is the direction where companies are going. Another example is manager from Sigma, Mr. Yamaki, shared that he will announce a new telephoto lens this year that will have unique specs, so something never seen before. That's what he said. And so I expect Canon, Nikon, Sigma, Sony to really bring innovation on the lens front with new kind of lenses, and that actually makes a ton of sense in my opinion. Well folks, that's about it for today. There will be still more news coming down the road, because there is also Panasonic announcing the S1R2 on February 25. So there will be also probably leaks and info about this camera. And I think I see you soon, probably next week, for new rumors, hopefully some more details about the Sony announcement, the Panasonic announcement, and of course hopefully also info about the Sigma and Tamron E-mount lenses could be announced at the CP Plus show. That's it for today, see you soon.